Well, we're back talking about the credential items for Saintly Mia. I don't typically talk about the paid gear anymore, mainly because I haven't really been buying paid gear lately. I couldn't tell you the last time I actually spent money on getting a credential item, so I don't even know. But anyway, the only reason I'm making this video here is because I am planning on actually buying one of these. Since this is kind of one of those rare characters and I actually pulled her, I may do a couple of more pulls, or maybe one or two more multis and get one of these. But let's just talk about them both and then kind of get an idea of what you might consider for yourself. So first is her spear. It's an earth weapon. Uh, Decent strength, 241, and you have a little bit of mine, which is okay. You get 30% more earth physical attack damage with 2500 damage cap. The Christmas tree attack that's in her trait gets an extra 50% growth. So that's pretty good. Basically, you're just looking at more damage. I mean, that's what it boils down to. But it's not too bad. Like I said, decent stats and decent abilities, what you would expect on a weapon. The armor itself has really good stats for defense and mind. Pretty good. And then you get 500 HP on top of that, so pretty good stats overall. You also get some resistance to fire and some resistance to poison. So just kind of covering her weak spots. So, which is what an armor should do, right? But the trait's also decent. You won't faint from enemy attacks, so that's really strong. You get 5,000 damage cap, which feels unnecessary for an armor piece, but I guess we'll take it. And then physical attack damage taken minus 20%, again, covering some of her weaknesses. So between the two, I actually like the armor better, but something that you should probably think about before purchasing these, like if you're doing the budget purchase, if you're the kind of person that wants to try to use her in any PvP scenario, you're better off picking the armor as opposed to the weapon because her damage isn't going to be super great to begin with. So you're better off kind of push towards her strengths. And not only does this make her a better tank, but it also helps kind of help her out with some of her weaknesses, which is basically physical attack, fire type damage, and poison in general. So you're kind of covering her weaknesses on top of making her more tanky. So this is honestly the better of the two items overall, especially if you're doing PvP stuff. However, if you are the kind of person that more does PvE stuff, you may want to consider doing the weapon just because you're getting more damage, you're getting and especially if you're dual wielding as well, I mean, that's also going to be a bigger bonus for you getting the weapon. But personally, I'm probably going to get the cloth because I'm going to try to use her in like arena and GVG. So that's going to be my personal pick. But overall, I think the items are decent. Like the cloth, I'm sorry, the armor, I think is actually really good. The weapon, I just think is okay. Like I said, stats are decent. And you're just getting damage and damage cap, you know. But overall, I like the armor better. But just know that I don't think you'll be able to get this in the Crimson Horse shop anytime soon. I'm not sure if they're going to be following the normal 6 month thing or if you have to wait literally till like next Christmas. I'm not sure. So I don't know if this is one of those things. If you want it, you need to get it now. Otherwise, you're going to be waiting forever. It's hard to really tell with Last Claudia. Um, but I'm gonna do it just because it's a rare character. I actually like her, and you know I can afford to spend a little more money just to get an armor piece. But yeah, overall, armor is better than weapon. That's it.